Have you ever wondered if the vitamins you trust could actually be weakening your body? You've taken them faithfully. Every morning, little colorful capsules promising strength, energy, longevity. But what if without even knowing, they were slowly robbing your body of its strength? What if they were causing your muscles to shrink, your body to weaken, and your independence to slip away? This is not just a possibility, and it is a real danger facing many older adults today. Muscle loss isn't just about feeling weak. It's about falling, losing your balance, becoming dependent, even ending up in a nursing home sooner than you should. And the tragedy? Some of the very vitamins marketed to help you are actually making it worse. Let's get to the truth. Here are the 6 vitamins seniors should stop taking immediately, and the dangerous consequences they bring. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Vitamin A, the silent muscle waster. Most seniors know vitamin A as the vision vitamin. It's been praised for decades for eye health, skin, and immune function. But what very few people realize is that in our later years, too much of this so-called helpful vitamin can slowly destroy our strength from within. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means it stays in your body, not like water-soluble vitamins that you simply flush out. Over time, even moderate supplementation, especially when added to the vitamin A you already get from food like eggs, liver, dairy, and leafy greens, can build up to toxic levels without warning signs. And when that happens, your muscles pay the price. Researchers have found that excess vitamin A increases oxidative stress in the muscles, damaging the very tissues we rely on to stand, walk, lift, or even hold a grandchild. It doesn't just weaken the muscles, it actually makes them more prone to break down. For older adults whose bodies are already fighting the natural process of muscle loss, this is like throwing gasoline on a slow-burning fire. Even more concerning, vitamin A toxicity can reduce appetite, and when seniors eat less, their protein intake drops, which directly accelerates muscle wasting. You may not notice it right away. It begins subtly. A little more fatigue when walking, a bit more trouble rising from a chair, but slowly it turns into dependency, needing help for tasks you once did with ease. It's heartbreaking to think that something taken with good intention, a supplement meant to protect, could be quietly stealing independence. Yet that's what happens when we follow general advice not tailored for aging bodies. The risk isn't just theoretical, it's real, and it's preventable. If you're over 60 and taking multivitamins or standalone vitamin A supplements, especially in doses above 10,500 IU, stop and consult your doctor. Get your levels checked. The strength you save could mean the difference between staying active and becoming homebound. But vitamin A is only the beginning. Another common supplement, one found in nearly every senior's medicine cabinet, may also be silently weakening your muscles while claiming to protect your heart. Curious? Let's take a closer look at vitamin E. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Vitamin E. Not always the antioxidant you think. Vitamin E has long held a place on the shelves of health-conscious older adults. It's known as a powerful antioxidant, a natural defense against aging, heart disease, and inflammation. For years, we've been told that it fights free radicals, strengthens immunity, and even protects our memory. So it might come as a shock to learn that in high doses, vitamin E could actually weaken your muscles and increase your risk of harm. The truth is, vitamin E's benefits come in balance. Imbalance is what often gets lost when we start supplementing without guidance. Many popular capsules contain doses as high as 400 IU or more, several times higher than what the body actually needs. In doses like that, vitamin E stops being protective and starts interfering with muscle metabolism. Instead of helping your cells repair themselves, it begins to disrupt mitochondrial function, the energy generators inside every muscle cell. Without energy, muscle fibers shrink, grow weaker, and recover more slowly from everyday wear and tear. This gradual weakening doesn't always feel dramatic at first. You might notice more stiffness when you wake up, more effort required to lift your arms or stand from a seated position. But over time, this erosion of muscle strength can lead to dangerous consequences: increased risk of falls, slower healing after injuries, and a loss of independence that many older adults fear most. Even worse, high doses of vitamin E can thin your blood excessively. That means if you do fall, you're more likely to bruise heavily, bleed longer, or face serious internal complications. It's a hidden danger few talk about, especially for seniors already on blood thinners or heart medications. The body is wise. It knows how to heal, given the right tools. Not more, but enough. If you're getting vitamin E from natural foods like nuts, seeds, and spinach, your body is likely well supported. But those oversized capsules, they could be doing more harm than help. And yet, vitamin E isn't the only trusted vitamin that may be quietly working against your strength. There's another one many seniors take for nerve health that can actually damage your nerves and drain your power from within. Let's talk about the hidden risks of vitamin B6. 3. Vitamin B6, friend turned foe. Vitamin B6 is often seen as a helper, a vitamin that supports brain function, balances mood, and keeps the nerves and metabolism working smoothly. It's part of nearly every senior vitamin blend on the market, sold with promises of vitality and mental clarity. And while it's true that B6 plays an important role in the body, too much of it, especially for older adults, can quietly become a serious threat to your muscles and your nervous system. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that are quickly flushed from the body, vitamin B6 can build up in your tissues over time, especially when taken in high supplemental doses day after day. For seniors, this accumulation becomes toxic. The damage begins in the nerves, often starting in the feet and hands, where you may feel tingling, numbness, or a subtle burning sensation. But it doesn't stop there. As the nerves deteriorate, they begin to lose the ability to communicate with your muscles. The connection weakens. The muscles don't get the proper signals to move, to respond, to stay strong. What follows is a slow, unsettling loss of control, muscle fatigue, unsteadiness, and a growing fear of falling. Many seniors attribute these symptoms to just getting older, but often they're the direct result of B6 toxicity from supplements they've been faithfully taking for years. Shockingly, many over-the-counter B-complex vitamins contain 10 to 20 times the recommended daily amount of B6, far beyond what the aging body can safely handle. And while deficiency is rare, overdose is becoming increasingly common, a hidden danger few doctors warn about until it's too late. If you've noticed balance issues, strange sensations in your limbs, or increasing weakness, it may be time to take a second look at what's in your supplement drawer. Vitamin B6, though once a friend, can become a silent saboteur. And the next vitamin we need to talk about It's one you've likely heard praised for protecting your bones, but in high doses, it can harden the very muscles you rely on for movement and freedom. Let's uncover the unexpected dangers of too much vitamin D. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Vitamin D. Too much of a good thing? Yes. For years, doctors, media, and even friends have told you, take more vitamin D. It's the sunshine vitamin, the one that protects your bones, boosts your immunity, and wards off fatigue. And there's truth to that. A lack of vitamin D in older adults can lead to brittle bones and a weakened immune system. But what's often left out of the conversation is that too much vitamin D, especially in supplement form, can become a silent enemy to your muscles and your health. Vitamin D helps regulate calcium in your body. That's essential. But when levels go too high, which can happen easily with supplements that contain 2,000, 5,000, or even 10,000 IU per dose, it can trigger a dangerous condition called hypercalcemia. That means there's too much calcium in your blood, and instead of going to your bones where it belongs, it settles into soft tissue, including your muscles. What does that feel like? It often begins with muscle tightness, cramps that seem to come out of nowhere, and a strange sense of stiffness that doesn't ease with stretching. Over time, this calcium buildup can interfere with muscle contraction and recovery, leading to long-term weakness and reduced mobility. And the worst part? Most seniors don't suspect vitamin D. After all, they were told it's good for them. But the truth is, taking high doses of vitamin D without testing your levels first is like walking in the dark. You think you're doing something healthy, but your muscles might be paying the price. And for seniors who rely on those muscles to stay balanced, walk confidently, and live independently, that price can be steep. Vitamin D is essential, but it must be personalized, not guessed. Now, as surprising as this may sound, there's another vitamin that has a squeaky clean reputation. It's even found in citrus fruits and immune-boosting powders. But in large doses, it can quietly damage your muscle tissue instead of protecting it. Let's take a deeper look at the hidden risks of vitamin C. 5. Vitamin C. Yes, even this one. Vitamin C has long been considered one of the safest, most reliable vitamins in our medicine cabinets. It's the go-to during flu season, the immune booster we reach for at the first sign of a sniffle. For many older adults, it's as routine as brushing their teeth, a harmless daily habit. But here's what few people realize. In high doses, vitamin C can quietly damage your muscles instead of helping them heal. The body does need vitamin C. It supports collagen production, protects against oxidative stress, and aids in recovery. But once your body gets what it needs, typically around 75 to 90 milligrams a day, it flushes out the rest. That sounds simple enough. However, when seniors take supplements containing 1,000 milligrams, 2,000 milligrams or more day after day, the consequences begin to surface in surprising ways. At these megadoses, vitamin C can shift roles from antioxidant to pro-oxidant. That means instead of calming inflammation, it can start generating free radicals, unstable molecules that cause cellular damage. In muscle tissue, this can mean increased soreness, weakened recovery after physical activity, and a subtle but steady breakdown of strength. You may notice that you feel more tired after walks, or that you don't bounce back as quickly after a fall or illness. For older adults who already face age-related muscle loss, this silent sabotage can be devastating. To make matters worse, Excessive vitamin C can increase your risk of kidney stones and interfere with the absorption of other critical minerals like copper, which also plays a role in maintaining healthy muscles and joints. It's a chain reaction few expect, caused by a vitamin so widely trusted. Yes, vitamin C has its place, but it's not about more, it's about enough. And enough in most cases already comes through a balanced diet. Now, if you think the danger stops with individual vitamins, think again. Many seniors unknowingly invite even greater harm by taking something they believe covers all the bases. But inside those innocent looking pills lies a mix of synthetic fillers and hidden threats. Let's talk about the truth behind multivitamins with synthetic ingredients and why they may be the most dangerous of all. 6. Multivitamins with synthetic fillers, the hidden trap. For many older adults, taking a daily multivitamin feels like a safety net, a simple way to cover all the bases and make sure nothing is missing. After all, the labels promise energy, heart health, bone strength, even mental clarity. The pills are small, the routine is easy, and the habit feels wise. But behind that sense of security, there's a growing concern few talk about: the dangerous effects of synthetic fillers hidden inside many multivitamins made for seniors. These aren't just harmless additives. Many commercial multivitamins are packed with synthetic forms of vitamins that the aging body doesn't absorb properly, or worse, doesn't recognize at all. Over time, these man-made compounds can build up in your system, creating an imbalance that impacts everything from digestion to muscle function. Some of the fillers, like titanium dioxide, magnesium stearate, and artificial dyes, have been linked to inflammation and gut irritation, which can silently interfere with how your body uses real nutrients from food. And here's the deeper problem: when your body can't absorb nutrients correctly, your muscles suffer. You may be eating well, exercising gently, even resting properly. But if those vital nutrients never reach your muscle tissue, your strength fades quietly without a clear reason. Weakness creeps in, balance declines, and independence, yea, that precious hard-earned freedom, becomes harder to hold on to. Many of these synthetic blends are designed for everyone, not for the unique needs of seniors. That's where the danger lies. What may be safe for a 30-year-old body might be completely inappropriate for someone in their 60s, 70s, or beyond. So if you're taking a multivitamin, take a close look at the label. Ask questions. Speak to your doctor or a qualified nutritionist who understands the specific needs of aging bodies, because protecting your strength isn't about taking more pills. It's about taking the right ones in the right way. And now that you've learned the truth behind these 6 common vitamins, the question becomes: what steps can you take today to rebuild and protect your muscle strength? Naturally, wisely, and for the long run? Let's explore the answers together. So, what should you do? After hearing all this, you might feel surprised, maybe even a little betrayed. You've taken these vitamins with good intentions. You trusted the labels, the advertisements, the friendly advice that told you supplements were safe and necessary as you age. And yet, behind those small pills were hidden risks that no one warned you about. It's not your fault. You were trying to take care of your body, to preserve your strength, protect your independence, and live with dignity. That goal hasn't changed, but now you're armed with knowledge, and that changes everything. 2. The first and most powerful step you can take is this: start questioning what you've been told about healthy aging. Don't assume that more is better. Don't assume that what works for the general population works for you. The aging body is different, wiser in many ways, but also more sensitive. It deserves a different kind of care, one based on precision, not guesswork. 3. Instead of grabbing supplements off a shelf, Speak with a trusted doctor or functional health provider and request a full nutrient panel. Find out where you are, not where someone else assumes you might be. You may be surprised to learn that you're not deficient at all, or that certain levels are far higher than they should be. That kind of insight can change the way you approach everything from diet to medication. 4. Next, shift your mindset toward real, nourishing food. Nature knows how to feed your body in the right proportions, informs your muscles recognize and respond to. Leafy greens, wild-caught fish, eggs, nuts, berries, and beans offer more bioavailable nutrients than most pills ever will. Supplements, when truly needed, should fill gaps, not be the foundation. 5. Finally, be gentle with yourself. This isn't about blame. It's about reclaiming your strength, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. You deserve to feel in control of your health. You deserve the truth. And most of all, you deserve a future built on informed, empowered choices, not empty promises. A final word from someone who's been there. When you've lived as long as I have, you begin to see life not just as a series of moments, but as a collection of choices, some wise, some mistaken, and many made simply because you trusted what you were told. And perhaps that's what troubles me most about what we've discussed here. Not the vitamins themselves, but the trust that was so freely given and so often misplaced. I don't write this to scare you. I write it because I've lived it. Like many older adults, I spent years following health advice that sounded helpful, even logical. Take your multivitamin, boost your immunity, strengthen your bones. I did it all faithfully. I never thought to question the label or to ask whether these pills were designed for a body like mine, a body that had aged, changed, slowed, and softened in ways that science often overlooks. I just believed, because believing felt like the responsible thing to do. But over time, something inside me began to feel off. Not broken, not ill, but somehow weaker. My energy faded. My muscles didn't respond the way they once had. My balance became less certain. And through it all, I kept reaching for the very things I thought were helping me. Those vitamins lined up neatly beside my morning coffee. Until one day, I asked myself a question I hadn't dared ask before. What if these are part of the problem, not the solution? That single question changed the way I look at everything. I started reading. I started asking. I spoke to doctors who treated me not like a number, but like a person. I learned that as we age, our bodies need less of some things and more of others. But most of all, they need individual attention, not blanket prescriptions. And I realized something both simple and profound. Our strength doesn't come from what we take. It comes from what we understand. Now I know the truth. The path to lasting health in our later years doesn't lie in swallowing more pills, but in making wiser, slower, more thoughtful choices. It lies in tuning in to what our bodies are telling us, not drowning those signals out with good intentions. It lies in asking questions even when the answers are inconvenient, especially then. If you're reading this, you're already doing more than most. You're seeking truth. You're opening yourself to change, and that is the most powerful thing a person can do at any age. It takes courage to rethink what you've believed for so long. But I promise you, there is no better time than now, not because you're getting older, but because you're getting wiser. I believe that aging is not a decline. It's an awakening. It's the moment we begin to live not for speed, but for meaning, not for habit, but for awareness. You still have time, you still have strength, and you still have a choice. So choose to learn, choose to listen, choose to protect the strength that remains in your bones, in your muscles, in your soul. Let that strength carry you forward, not just longer, but better. Because in the end, it's not the vitamins we take that define our health. It's the wisdom we grow and the care we give ourselves day by day. That's the kind of strength no pill can provide, but every wise heart can build. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.